The MorePegasus allegations are insane. Hasan continues accusing Pegasus of cyberstalking, harassment, and defamation. What does any of this mean? I took a break from uploading. Well, I just came back, but I was gone for like 3 weeks. No social media besides IG. I didn't even open the YouTube app. I just came back a few videos ago, slowly getting back into the groove. And I hate to say this, but I haven't been keeping up with the Legendary series as of late. But seeing the Pegasus allegations on your feed and then going onto Twitter for the first time in weeks, if not months, and seeing Hasan accuses Pegasus, I'm like, what the fuck did I miss? The last thing I remember was Hasan jokingly being like, yeah, I'm going to sue you. I'm serious about it, but I'm not too serious about it, but I'm trolling, but I'm not. It's like, it was all over the place. That's the last thing I remember from the Pegasus Hasan beef. Anyway, subscribe to the channel or else Hasan will literally put a collar on you and shock you whenever you don't do as he says. So, you know, you've been warned.
Bro, why do you keep talking about Pegasus in Singapore? I literally never heard of this guy. Ha ha ha. Can someone explain, please, why Hasan keeps talking? We're joking. It's called memes. Okay, that's what we're doing. But what's not a meme is our love for shipping, commerce, and logistics.
Now, in case you guys are lost, like I am, after doing a little bit of research, I found out this is Hasan's new character where he pretends he's a businessman, 40-year-old by the way, where he pretends he's a businessman and he wants to invest in Singapore, but because Pegasus is from Singapore, Hasan doesn't want to do business with them anymore. And then he has his loser fans being like, yeah, you know, I also want to invest, but Pegasus being there is what's stopping me from wanting to open my restaurant in Singapore. It's like, you know, that's a whole meme. In case you guys don't remember, a few videos ago, or a few months ago, Hasan was like, yeah, I want to go to Singapore. I want Pegasus to get beat up, and I want him, they could execute you if you talk shit online. He was doing too much. People always say Pegasus is obsessed with Hasan. He has made 1 billion Hasan videos. But if you want to say that, I mean, the same thing applies to Hasan. This guy's obsessed with Pegasus and with a lot of other content creators. So, you know, it's not one-sided.
What's not a meme and not a joke is art. Look at the suit. What does the suit tell you? That I'm a business guy. Okay? I'm a numbers guy, and I really like doing numbers, specifically in the beautiful nation state of Singapore. Are you confused about the passion that this community has for doing business in Singapore and its ports?
Oh my god, dude. I mean, I'm surprised you're interested in ports at all, because weren't you supporting the Houthis bombing a bunch of ships and killing innocent civilians? Because, I don't know, you seem to support terrorism a lot, so maybe you tell the government about that one, huh? I cannot get over this absolute cartoon character villain that I have to deal with. Never in my life would I think that I would have to be internet fighting a fucking man-child 35-year-old, a decade older than me, desperately trying to get me actually beaten up and locked up. The fact that your own fans are begging you, like, please talk about politics, not Pegasus. Like, I'm here for your horrible politics. But Hasan just insists, I love Pegasus. He's my favorite channel. I have to talk about him. I have to go on this 1-hour rant. So then out of nowhere, he tries to follow like a public prosecutor on Twitter. Yeah, dude, this is like beyond deranged behavior.
This public prosecutor Singapore has a Twitter account you could follow, so you can see your very valid fears impacting your business. Government legal advisor, Attorney General's Chamber Singapore. Government legal advisor, public prosecutor, drafter of laws. Visit our website. Wow. That's good. This is good information. Thank you, chatter. I look, by monitoring recent activity in your coverage of Singapore Strait in the city of Batam, I've been able to lock down several contracts in the region. Thank you, sir. Yeah. And of course, this is a massive community that also love utilizing the ports.
Now, I think everyone who's watching this video knows exactly what Hasan is trying to do here. Once again, it goes back to the half joking, half serious, and hoping one of these things sticks and the government could investigate Pegasus. But I mean, I'm no lawyer, I want to say that, but I don't think they're going to kill him live on stream on Twitch, because he made a few videos on Hasan and his stupid friends. I don't think we're gonna see the end of Pegasus anytime soon. He's trolling, but at the same time, he's trolling with the hopes of something sticking. I don't know, like, just be open about it. Just be like, yo, I want Pegasus to be fucking shot. I want him to get kirked. I want him to you know what I mean? Just be open about it. Just be like, yeah, you know, that's what I want. That would make me feel good. I do respect someone that has open intent instead of just being like, it'll be kind of funny if you get killed. I mean, I wouldn't support that, but I don't know, it'd be kind of funny. I don't know. Think about it.
Our future business with the nation state. Potentially billions, if not trillions of dollars of assets moving back and forth.
I mean, I guess the commie grift is really paying off. And for the one poor Hasan fan that is not following this, right? Hasan does not actually have any import-export business. He's not actually planning on doing any commerce here. This is like his one pathetic attempt at a joke, and he realized that it's more entertaining than his normal stream.
The thing with Hasan and his jokes and his whole satire, it just doesn't hit. It's just not funny.
So he's basically trying to joke while legitimately secretly getting his fans to actually act on false information, which is what you call actual harassment, right? Trying to get your fans to harass these social media accounts, file false reports, whatever the heck that was, attorney general's chambers. Dude, if I did something like this, he'd be crying to the heavens.
That's literally what I've been saying. He's like half joking and half hoping it sticks and having his NPC fans going after it. At this point, it's low-key fair game. I think we should do the same to Hasan. Unironically, this is more harassment than Pegasus has ever done. Pegasus just talks about him and his shitty takes that he sees on Twitter. All right, that's literally it. Have I seen every single upload of the Legendary series? No, I've missed some. All right, I gotta be honest. I've missed some. Life is busy. I'm like 85 years old. I don't have a lot of free time anymore. But the ones that I've seen, it's just Pegasus covering whatever dumb shit Hasan says. It's really not that deep. I don't think Pegasus has reported Hasan to the US government. I think he talks about it, but I don't think he's ever directly tried to DM Trump. Be like, yo, Trump, could you hook me up? So this guy, Hasan, he gotta go. I don't think he's doing that. And if he has, based Pegasus. But Hasan and his fans are definitely taking it a step further than Pegasus has. And when you do stuff like this, you're just asking to being harassed back.
If I did something like this, he'd be crying to the heavens. He'd be like, this guy is cyber stalking me, when we're literally just criticizing a public figure, right? A prominent public figure embroiled in controversy. Criticizing them as cyber stalking. Like, it's just objectively wrong. And honestly, you guys let me know, is this not completely deranged behavior? Like, the fact that you're going to specific social media accounts and desperately getting your fans to brigade it? I mean, what is wrong with you, dude? Right, so then he starts saying that I need to be caned, right? And they call me, like, more caning in his chat instead of MorePegasus. And, basically, he wants me brutally beaten up for making YouTube videos on him.
That's just average Hasan behavior. Like, yeah, I don't like this guy. Someone should beat him up. Someone should, attack him. Someone should kirk him. Now, do I think violence is the answer? No. Brave and stunning take from me here, but no, I don't think resorting to fucking beating up people is the best way to address or respond to criticism. I said this before, if Hasan were to get kirked, would I be celebrating that? No, I would not. I truly don't believe that violence is the answer. If you don't like someone, criticize them, make your little tweet, make your little video, and just keep it pushing. The second you start throwing blows and you're like, yeah, I'm going to beat you up and I'm going to molest you next time I see you, it's like, well, yeah, you're clearly fucking insane and you look like this. So, and the thing with Hasan and his audience is that I wouldn't be surprised if one out of those thousands of people unironically flies to Singapore and tries to do something to him. It only takes one crazy person out of thousands, out of millions, for a tragedy to happen. So this is where it gets into dangerous territory. It's like if Pegasus was like, yo, if you see Hasan in the street, shoot him, I would be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And I feel the same way when people are alluding to violence when we know what people are capable of.
Basically, he wants me brutally beaten up for making YouTube videos on him. Totally sane audience, by the way. Totally normal people we're actually dealing with here. And he'll all hide behind, well, I'm actually joking, as he's actively, like, pulling up laws, pulling up executions, pulling up fucking social media accounts, legitimately getting his fucking fans to spam, like, at these Twitter accounts or whatever.
Always have to think twice about bringing my businesses to the beautiful nation state of Singapore, which I love and admire. I'm a businessman.
Dude, no joke. This guy unironically does this for the entire stream. He thought this was the funniest joke of all time. He was like, damn, my stream is so dog shit and so boring, and I'm so unentertaining. My viewers are constantly leaving. I need to talk about Pegasus. I need to up those numbers, Let me talk about the ports. Let me talk about Singapore. And I just find it crazy this guy has the audacity to talk shit. buddy, aren't you getting investigated by the US government for your talks with state-sponsored terrorist orgs? Aren't you supposed to be getting subpoenaed? Like, how about you worry about your own shit? Weren't you stopped by border security? I just find it insane that Mr. ACAB, Mr. Hater of Police here, just suddenly really wants the police to do something about all of his haters, essentially. And you gotta love his, like, deranged chat, dude. Get him caned. We're just joking, guys. We're just joking. Get him caned. Get him executed. Of course, perhaps even more canings. That's my new name now, apparently. Because making YouTube videos and a public figure, operating solely based on the facts, and actually using your own public clips is not actually cyber stalking at all. Not to mention that the punishment for that wouldn't even be that obvious.
Now, do I actually think that Pegasus is a cyber stalker? Do I think Pegasus is a danger to society? Do I think Pegasus is a danger to Hasan or any of the people he's ever criticized? No. Even if you don't like the guy, like, he is not, I don't think he's ever made a threat against anyone. Like, yo, I'm gonna fucking kill you if I see you, right? If I see you, it's on sight, little bro, and I will attack you. It's not like he's saying that. Hasan is just taking it too far. It went from silly internet drama, haha, you called me out, I called you out, to now getting the authorities involved or wanting to.
Also, I don't think people get executed for making YouTube videos. That's more likely for drugs, you fucking moron. So after he continues his like constant rant, somebody tells him that, hey dude, it's probably not a good look to do this, to constantly talk about canings and executions while yourself being this, you know, complete lunatic who's advocating murder. So probably not a good idea, right?
I worry, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, I worry if they can't follow the law about cyber stalking and harassment and slander, I think to myself, will they follow the law and protect my capital and my assets? I didn't want to say this, but that is a big fear that I have. I'm currently, as it stands, holding back my import-export desires. What? Baby, this is not a great move, Hasan. We literally do not need you to do this. What are you saying?
What are you saying, bro? Are you trying to have dissent in this chat right now? Are you trying to say that I shouldn't be an immature man-child, 35 years old, trying to pick on my critics because I don't like what they're saying? God, please tell me that I am not like this at the age of 35. Holy shit. A decade older than me, and he hasn't learned common sense. Hasn't learned boundaries, hasn't learned not to weaponize his audience like this, you know, bringing up canings and executions. That, like, I'm okay with memeing. Obviously, I make a bunch of jokes. He's allowed to make a bunch of jokes. But I feel like he tries to get intensely personal with it. And imagine if I did this. Imagine if I told, I'm not even going to say it, you know, but imagine if I did the equivalent in America.
So I actually think that Hasan is going to pull up to Singapore and shoot Pegasus in the head and then hump his body. No, I don't think that's actually going to happen. In case it needed to be said out loud, no, I don't think that's the case. But after everything we've seen over the last few months, years, we know how obsessive fans get. We know the political climate, and it only takes one unhinged loser to be like, yeah, I gotta worship my Lord and Savior Hasan, and my Lord and Savior Hasan would want me to fly out to Singapore and take care of business, if you will. It only takes one unhinged individual for shit to get out of control real fast. Hasan has been a lot more extreme. I just don't want this to escalate to a tragic level when it shouldn't.
Right, so it turns out Hasan has decided to watch a video from a channel with 3K subs. This is one of his only people supporting him on YouTube, one of his only commentary supporters, and this is the way he gets people to glaze him. Basically what he does is he reacts to their videos and he artificially boosts their metrics, their comment sections, their views, and they get spammed with a bunch of positive comments from his fans, and they're incentivized to glaze him even more.
Yeah, you cannot pay me enough to watch a 4-hour video. There's no way this is 4 hours long. Ain't nobody watching this.